Hello, and welcome to our yoga practice this week. As you can see, we are somewhere else, enjoying a nice weekend. You might hear some nature sounds, you might hear a car or two depending. But I hope you enjoyed the change of scenery and our practice today. We might keep it a little shorter than our typical hour, so just a little heads up there. And you can take a couple of minutes, just get settled in, probably another minute and a half before we really get going. So if you need water, go ahead and grab that, or maybe feel out your space, just kind of getting comfortable. Yeah, judge how far I can go. We have a little bit of rain coming through, so you might hear that a bit. Probably another 30 seconds or so, and we're going to begin in child's pose if you wanted to go ahead and head that way. So we're just joining in, we're getting settled, finding our way to a child's pose. So if you haven't headed there yet, let's put the toes together or near one another. Knees can be near one another, or you could take them wide and gently melt down. Bring the belly to the thighs and start to rest the forehead. You can make a little pillow with the fist or the hands if you have an actual pillow nearby or a block. Or you can just keep the arms at ease and take the head down toward the mat. As you come into your shape, let the hips settle, journeying closer toward the heels. Relax the low back. Soften the shoulders. Take a quick check-in. Notice where you're holding tension. Be that in the toes or the arms. As you find those places, see if you can gently relax them. Maybe you follow the exhale, that gentle release for the body. Settle in, aware of your space, the ground beneath you, the air around you. Be present in this moment. Gently draw the mind here to the now. Begin to draw awareness to the breath. There are a few bees nearby, so if you see me start, my apologies. Back to the breath. Notice if your breath is shallow and quick. If it is, see if you can slow it down a bit. And we'll all start to take nice, even inhales and exhales, full rounds of breath. Allow the body to
And with the inhales, the ribs flaring out, the back body lifting. And feel the settling that comes with the exhale. That ease that moves into the body as the breath moves out. Stay focused on the breath. Find a steady rhythm. We'll see if we can keep that breath as we begin our practice, gently lifting the forehead if it's resting. We'll send the arms overhead, palms pressed into the earth. Feel that stretch through side body. Take a little awareness to the shoulders. And then when you're ready, walk the hands over to the right, creating a nice stretch through the left side of the body. Keep the hips and the belly settled here. Gently move back through center and take the hands over to the left side, balancing out that stretch. Checking in from the hip to the fingertips. Invite space into the ribs. Move back to center. Take a breath. On an inhale, we'll draw up to tabletop. Setting our shoulders over our wrists, our hips over our knees. Spread the fingers wide. Solid foundation. On an inhale, we'll lower the belly and lift the gaze. Exhale as you round, arch the back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, round. Move with the breath here. Mindful movement, checking in with the spine, holding wherever the body needs, inviting in other little intuitive movements that feel good. That could be a little hips forward and back, or little ribs side to side. We'll take one more full round before meeting at our neutral spine. Keep the hips high as you slide the hands away, melting the heart down, coming into a puppy pose. You could rest the elbows if you like, or you can leave the arms long, maybe even tenting the fingers. Nice stretch for the front midline, the shoulders. walk the hands back toward the knees, returning to your tabletop. We'll take each hand forward, a handprint. Grip the mat with the fingers, press into the knuckles, curl the toes, gently lift the hips up and back, down dog. You can invite in a little movement here if you like, maybe pedaling out the feet or generous bend of the knees, whatever feels good for your body. Try to find a flat back. On an inhale, look toward the hands. Exhale as you walk the feet forward, forward fold. Let the hands and the arms hang heavy. You can keep a little bend at the knees if you like. Maybe shake the head a little yes and no to loosen the neck. And then return to stillness. Take a breath. Lower the knees, root into the feet, solid foundation as you gently stand up, stacking head over heart, long spine, shoulders melt away from the ears. Tadasana, or solid mountain pose. We'll begin our Sun A series. We're going to take it really slow the first time, a few rounds of breath in each spot. So from your Tadasana, let's start. You can go feet hip-width distance apart or toes together, heels together, yogi's choice. Keep a little softness in the knees. Draw the tailbone down. The gaze is forward. Inhale the arms up. Reach tall. The hands don't have to touch. We'll take a breath here. Keep the spine long as you swan dive down, heading to forward fold. The crown of the head points to the earth. Let the weight sit in the front half of each foot. Full foot's connected down though. We don't want to be up on our toes. Keep that connection to your foundation as you draw up to half lift, that set in shape. Hands to shins or thighs. Gently pull the shoulders away from the ears. Navel draws in. On an exhale, release back to your forward fold. Plant the hands, step one foot back, and then the other, making your way to your plank, shoulders over wrists, solid foundation. You can lower the knees here if you like. We'll take a breath. With the elbows tight to the body, maybe they even brush the ribs, we'll lower all the way to the belly. Uncurl the toes. Inhale up, chin and collarbone, baby cobra. Notice the activation through the back muscles. Keep the hips pressing down, same for the tops of the feet. On an exhale, release. Curl the toes, press up to tabletop, and then draw the knees up and back, down dog. That transition, remember, is always available to you, even if I don't call it. Draw the low ribs in. Nice support for the body here in down dog. On an inhale, look toward the hands. Exhale as you walk the feet forward. Come to that forward fold. Find length in the spine as you come to half lift. Gazing down at the earth. Exhale to release. We'll take a breath. Soften the knees, big scoop of the arms as we inhale up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment here. Allow the breath to return if it's escaped you. Release the hands as we prepare to move through our sun A to our breath pace. We'll do it twice. My breath might be a little faster or slower than yours, so feel free to find your flow. From Tadasana. Inhale the arms. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, step it back. Strong plank. Lower down. Feel the triceps. Uncurl the toes. Inhale up, cobra, maybe growing it a bit. Exhale down. Curl the toes. Press up and back. Down dog. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. Heels reaching toward the earth, though they don't have to touch it. Check in with the shoulders. Notice the strength of your arms. On an inhale, look toward the hands. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Big inhale draws us up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step it back. Find your plank. Core is engaged as you lower down. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale, release, curl the toes. Press up and back to down dog. Few breaths here. You don't have to hold in stillness. You can invite in movement. Make the practice your own. Inhale the eyes forward. Exhale the feet forward. Find that fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Big inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Release the hands. We'll leave the left foot forward, step the right foot back about 2 to 3 feet. Toes forward, feet are on skis, a nice foundation. We'll bring hands to hips. Lengthen the spine. Shoulders draw down. Keep the spine long as you hinge at the hips. Only going as far as your body wants. You should feel a stretch along the back of the left leg. Keep the hips square to the short edge of the mat. We'll take a generous bend in that left knee and press up. Drop the right foot back a little farther, setting it at about 45. We'll generously bend the left knee, stacking it over the ankle, a little bit behind it. Hips square back up, rooted firmly into both feet. Inhale the arms, warrior one. Palms facing one another. Fingers shining toward the sky. You can keep a little softness at the elbows here. The arms don't have to be perfectly straight. Feel that strong foundation, that little lift through the heart, maybe inviting in a little gratitude for the day, a little smile to the face. On an exhale, release the hands. Engage the core. See if you can rotate that right foot, coming onto the ball of it. High lunge. With control, we'll bring the hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. High plank. Take a breath. Shift the hips up and back, down dog. One breath here. Draw the eyes forward, followed by the feet as you come to forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, release. We'll gently roll up. Coming back to Tadasana. Taking a breath. We'll leave the right foot forward as we do that same little sequence on the opposite side. Left foot drops back. Find your foundation. Both legs are engaged, rooted down. You can keep a little softness in the right knee. Lead with the heart as you hinge forward. Allow the gaze to move with you. The spine to stay long. That may mean the gaze isn't up on the earth a few feet in front of you. It could be down at the mat, near the foot. All depends. Find that bend in the right knee as you press up and lengthen the stance. Left foot drops back. Remember to keep the feet on skis here. We want to give ourselves a nice foundation. Bending into that right knee. Pressing into the left foot. Body centered and stable. Inhale the arms up. Relax the shoulders. Open the heart. You
you'd like, you could take little cactus arms here as well, drawing the elbows down to about shoulder height and back ever so slightly. If you're in those cactus arms, draw the hands back up. We'll take a nice inhale to reach. Exhale as we bring the arms down. With control, come onto the ball of the left foot. High lunge. Draw the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. High plank. Take a breath. Shift the hips up and back. Take a breath. Draw the gaze forward. Bring the feet to match. Forward fold. This time we'll lower the hips, generous bend at the knees, belly to thighs, root into all four corners of the feet to allow the hands a little freedom to lift up. We'll leave the hips where they are as we draw the heart up, arms as well, coming to chair pose. Tailbone draws down. If having the arms up isn't serving, you can also take hands to heart center. Connect with the quads, the strength of your legs. Most of the weight is in the heels here. And then we'll lift up, returning to our standing posture. Releasing the hands, we'll draw the feet together, toes and heels touching as best they can. Keep the spine long as you inhale the arms up and exhale into your seated posture. Chair pose again. This time the legs are connected. Press them together, finding that support. Again, you can bring hands to heart center. Continue to breathe. Press into the heels as you rise up. And then release the hands. Shake it out a bit as we prepare for our balance pose today. We'll do a standing head to knee. So you can pick which foot you'd like to begin on. I'm going to go with my right. Root down into all four corners of the foot. Start to draw strength up that supporting leg. Hip is engaged. We don't want it pressing out here. Keep the spine long as you start to draw the left foot up, or whichever leg you're flying first. Bringing it to about 90. Thigh is parallel to the earth. You can point or flex the foot or find somewhere in between. Really finding what speaks to you and helps you hold your balance. Gaze is forward, fixed on that non-moving point, helping you block out what's going on around you as you stay centered. You can drop the flying foot anytime you need, coming in and out of this balance pose. If you'd like to deepen it, you can wrap the hands around the knee. Gently draw the flying leg in a little closer. If you choose to do that, notice if you start to round forward. If you do, see if you can lengthen the spine back up. Heart shining ahead. We'll take 3 more breaths, whatever variation you're in. to gently release. Flying leg returns to the earth as you shake out the standing leg. And prepare to swap sides. So build from the foundation up. You want all four corners of the foot connected down. Awareness draws up the body. Core is engaged here. Keep that long line in the body as you bring the flying leg up. Taking a moment here. Checking in with your foundation. Finding a variation for the flying foot that speaks to you. Focus on your drishti. Breath is even. Maybe you draw the flying leg in closer. Crown of the head reaches tall. Maybe you give the chin a gentle tuck in here. Stay tuned into the body, making any little minor adjustments you need to. Re-engaging the hip of the supporting leg. Softening the shoulders, whatever it is you need as we take 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, gently release the flying leg. Shake out the supporting leg. We'll meet back toward the front of our mat for a vinyasa to help us journey down. From Tadasana, inhale the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step it back. Strong plank. Lower down. Come to the belly. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you take the hips up and back, down dog. Start to lower the knees, uncurl the toes, belly to thighs as you come to child's pose. Leave the arms stretched overhead. Feel the breath in the body as you settle the hips. Walk the hands to the knees as we lift up. Rise to a kneeling posture. Set the knees under the hips. We'll curl the toes as we prepare for camel. We'll do one side and then the other, but if full camel is in your practice, feel free to do 2 of them. So from here, we'll flip the right hand so that's facing away from the body. Feel that openness through the chest and the shoulder. Draw the left arm up. And gently arch back. Try to find the right heel with the right hand. Heart lifts
toward the ceiling. Gaze draws up. You can come in and out of this as you need. On an inhale, draw up. As you bring the hand down, nice exhale. Reset. Flip the left hand. Open the chest. Bring the right arm up, our counterweight. As we arch back, that giant beach ball behind us. As we find the left heel with the left hand. This kneeling back bend. Maybe gently press the hips forward ever so slightly. Keep a little lift in the heart for one more breath. Lift up. Exhale. We'll lower all the way down, coming off of the knees as we rotate onto a hip and swing the legs forward. Both legs extended in front of us. Sit up nice and tall as we inhale the arms. Exhale to Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold, holding on to holding the hands on the feet or the legs or even the earth. And keep as generous a bend at the knees as you like. Scan from heel to hip. Invite in space. On an inhale, we'll lift up. Draw the left leg in and then let that knee fall open. We're bringing the sole of the left foot to the extended right leg. Keep length in the spine as you angle over the extended leg and fold down. Again, whatever hold works for you. Finding a place for the hands. As you gaze down at the extended leg. Maybe a little micro bend in that knee. Relax the shoulders. The exhale's helping you dive a little deeper here in Janu. Maybe the forehead melts down toward the leg. On an inhale, we'll gently walk the hands in as we lift up. Help the knee up, extend the left leg, draw the right leg in. And then open it up, swapping sides, making any little adjustments you need to get the sit bones rooted down, the legs settled. Gently angle and fold. Try not to round through the low back too much. Embracing where you're at on this side, a totally different experience than the other. Keep that awareness in the body. Notice the connection all the way from the heel to the knee, to the hip, into the back. Shoulders. Each exhale, relaxing you a little bit more. present with you here. On an inhale, gently lift up. We'll draw the left foot in, coming to a comfortable seated spot. Whatever that looks like for you, as we prepare to take a few quiet minutes for ourselves. If you prefer to take a full Shavasana, you can go ahead and lay down, extending the legs and the arms. Or you can find that seat that speaks to you. Wherever you're at, soften the gaze or close the eyes. Allow the body to relax a bit. The shoulders to soften. The legs to grow a little heavier. Notice the sounds around you. The mind present here with you. Not worrying about what's happened before or what will come later. Knowing that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. Connected and content. The breath gently returning to its natural rhythm, nourishing the body. If you're down in Shavasana, you can remain there as long as you like. If you're ready, we'll bring hands to heart center. Tap thumbs to heart space as you take a moment. Connecting in. Fluttering the eyes open. As we seal in our practice, I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in our practice today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat next week. Bye, everyone.